Hey guys, this is Rex Hudson. You guys might know me from my newly started channel that I did on YouTube. It's called The Loud Life. If you follow me locally, you might just know me as Rex Hudson, the real estate agent. But today I am doing my first unboxing video. If you know anything about me, I, about a year ago, got back into riding, and so did quite a few of my buddies, and we all started riding four-wheelers. And one of the things that I've been missing is the ability to communicate. You know, I want to be able to hear some music. I want to be able to talk to my friends. And when we've got the helmets going on, it's just not the easiest. With that being said, I do a lot of research, and I'm not getting paid for this video or anything like that. But I started off looking at the Cardo systems and the Sennas, just like most people probably do, because that's what comes up in the Google search when you're looking up this stuff. But I don't want to spend that much money. We're talking for one unit of a Cardo, the Pack Edge Talk, that is so popular, about $450. And I just couldn't do that. I don't have that type of money. So I decided to start looking around on Amazon, doing some research, and as I've done more than once, I ended up going for a Chinese brand, so to speak. But that is where we are today, and I wanted to show you guys to this product right here. This is the XGP X10 motorcycle mesh intercom system. Very comparable to the Cardo Pack Edge, and we're going to go ahead and open it today. Let's see what we can do here. It should slide right on out the edge. It does come in a pretty fancy box, but that's not important. What I was looking more for was affordability as well as practical use. This is pretty sharp right here. I bought the 2-unit package so that I could talk with one of my best friends that rides with me. And now I'll tell you a little bit about this system. So the XGP X10 is just that. It is for 10 people. And I bring that up because a lot of your basic systems, especially the Chinese ones, are going to be Bluetooth only. But what has become more popular for communicating, especially if you're riding in a group, is what you call a mesh system, where each intercom can actually connect to one another and you can talk in a group, right? Up until recently, Bluetooth has pretty much been your only source, and it doesn't have a very long distance for how long you can communicate. It also doesn't have the ability to connect to multiple people at once. And that's where Cardo and Senna come in. Their higher end products have the mesh system and allow you to talk to people. The difference is that this is about a third of the price of what you would pay for a Cardo system. Okay, so Cardo generally goes for about $450 for one, or about $900 for the pair. Don't quote me on that, that's just a rough estimate. But this setup right here only cost $165 from Amazon. With that being said, it can do all the same things that the Cardo can. So it can connect to your buddy, it can play music, it can answer calls. It is a full helmet system with this fancy little piece right in here that goes onto the side of your helmet. All right, they are pretty simple controls. You got your ones up on top, then you have your dial to really adjust anything. I will say the one downside to these guys are if you go with this unit, it is a proprietary system. So their USB-C drive that connects this to the rest of the unit, it's a little bit longer than a standard USB. So you do have to stick with their charging and stuff like that. But besides that, it can do anything that the other systems can. I will say the Cardo claims that it can connect to 15 people, but at the end of the day, who really wants to talk to 15 people all at the same time right here inside your head, right? I think that 10 is more than enough, and me personally, I generally ride with about 3 or 4 buddies at a time. I think this is a great system. We have yet to test it, but I've looked at all the reviews. I have checked other pages and other YouTube pages to see what they're all about. And as far as the Chinese brand, I think that this thing is going to be pretty awesome. And it's going to do just about everything that the expensive systems can without the price. So stay tuned. Here in a couple months, we are going to come back and give you guys a review on how well they work. Thanks.